Good morning everybody, this is Gemma from the Crafty Little Gem. I am a UK Stampin' Up independent demonstrator, and today I have this cute little Easter box. Now you can put obviously whatever chocolates you want in this, it doesn't have to be for Easter, but this is obviously the prototype with all of the measurements and everything on the inside there. And then obviously I had to make a couple to make sure it was right. So I did, that's the one, it's got nothing in, but it's a plain top. This one obviously has the window, which is what we're going to do today. You don't have to do the window if you don't want to. That's absolutely fine. You can decorate it up however you like. But I was using this one from, I think it's a retired stamp set, this one. Again, I'm still new to the demo life, so bear with me. Yeah, I'll be using this one. I've also been using the layering circle dies, and I've also been using, these are very old, I've also been using the oval dies. So let's get cracking. I'll move that to one side and we will bring in all of the little pieces. So let's just get this sorted. Let's take them off and the pattern paper and pop them to one side. And I'll just go through everything as I'm using it. Okay. So the first bit is quite easy. It's just a normal box. And we have the bottom of the box, which is 5 11/16 by 7 11/16. You do need the 16ths on it, guys, and it's in between the 5/8 and the 3/4, and on all sides we're just going to score at 1 inch like so, and we will move that out of the way. We will then need another piece. This is the lid, so this is going to be slightly bigger. This is 5 3/4 by 7 3/4, so we're up to this now. And again, just 1 inch on all 4 sides. So with this one being the bigger one, we'll pop that to one side. Again, this side I'll pop it, and that's what we need. We will start off by constructing the base. So we're going to burnish all of our score lines like so. And then we are just going to come in and make our little tabs. And we can turn it over and we're going to add some of our Tombow. And I am still using up some of my own plain cardstock, but the closest one to this would probably be the crushed curry. And I'm going in with the snail, the retired snail DSP as well. Okay, just making sure them corners are flush. And then we can start and just burnish them down like so. And we can pop that out of the way. Now for the lid, we have done our 1 inch score on all 4 sides. You will need a piece of acetate here that is 5 by 3 3/8. And then all I've done is put some red tape all around the outside of that. I'm going to pop that to one side. You will need a piece of DSP. This is for the middle. You'll get a really nice border around this, and this measures 5 1/4 by 3 3/8. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to lay that on there within this rectangle in the middle. As you can see, the score lines around the outside. I'm going to grab a layering oval and was it that one? It was. And this one measures 3 3/4, just under. Go with 3 1/2 for the cut line. 3 1/2 by about 2 1/2. And I'm just going to lay that on there through and on my machine and just die cut this, the pattern paper and the cardstock. Okay. So once you've done that, as if by magic, I have one here. So all we've done is cut that hole out there. We can then take this piece, make sure you're still keeping it the right way up, and take your acetate, and we are going to pop our acetate on there like so. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my picky tool and take this tape off. And then while it's still flat, if you've got really good eyes, just lay it down. If you've got any that's overhanging, which I have slightly on the bottom, you can just cut it away, or you can just cut it 1/4 inch smaller, but I do like it when it comes to the edge like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my red line tape again. With it being the acetate, I'm just going to go round the edge and apply the tape. Just like so. And then we can bring this one back in. Now you need to just check that you've still got your border where you want it. So that is the right way up for me. And then we can go in, take our red tape off again. And then I kind of line it up with the oval in the middle first, and then just eyeball the outside, and then down it goes. Make sure that is down well. And then if you turn it the other side, you don't have your acetate showing on this side. And then also what I'm going to do is, while it is flat still, I just took the next size oval up just to create a border to go around the edge. Just applying some glue very lightly if I can. And then you can just drop it down and line it up. Like so. Okay. So then what we can do is, when we've done that, fold and burnish on these score lines. I'm hoping the acetate isn't glaring too much. And we can come in and create our box lid. So again, before I put this on, construct it, I'm going to actually pop my side pieces on. So you will need 2 pieces at 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then you will need 2 pieces at 3/4 by 3 3/8. And I'm just going to line it up where that one starts and finishes. And the same for this side. And this one. And this side. And I'll give the acetate a quick clean up when I've finished. There we go. So then what we're going to come in and do is apply some glue on these sides. Again, with Tombow, a little goes a long way. And then we're just lining up those edges. Sorry, you can't see me, can you? And then if you wanted to, just to make sure it does fit, pop that on, pop them down. Like so. Then we can take it off and burnish those. So I'm just coming in to make some little thumb notches now. You can obviously do this before you construct the box as well. So we have the lid and the base here. So we need the dividers for the inside. Again, our scoreboard. And for these pieces, you will need 1 piece that is 9 7/16. This makes sure it fits perfectly. So 9 7/16 by 3 5/8. So on the 9 7/16 side, sorry, I've got some red tape attached to me. We are going to score at 1 3/4, 2 3/4, and 3 3/4. Turn it around and do exactly the same. 1 3/4, 2 3/4, and 3 3/4. We need a smaller piece. This measures 5 9/16 by 1 7/8. And on the 5 9/16 side, we are going in again with 1 3/4, 2 2 3/4 and 3 3/4. And we can now pop that out of the way. So for these middle ones here are coming up on both sides. So we can fold and burnish those. So then that one is coming up. That one is coming up. That one is coming up. And this one is coming up as well. We're going to add a little bit of glue to one of these sides and push that in. We can then burnish that. Again, on the other side, it doesn't matter which one of the 1 inches that you do it on, because they are getting glued together. And then we can open that up and we have that. Pop that to one side. Again, with this, the middle one is coming up. This one is coming in. This one is going in. And we can then glue this middle bit down and stick that down like so. Now, what I do is I glue this bit down first. You don't have to add this bit, it's entirely up to you. You could just have the 3 compartments if you wanted to. And I'm going to pop that in, that middle bit. Bring that down a bit, that's it. And then you don't have to do this bit either. I just like that it makes it more solid. Get a little bit on your glue on that side and on this side. And then just bring them up and hold that in position for a while. Then while you're holding that, we're going to put some glue all on this bottom. Down there and down there. And then again, just on these sides, so when it's held in place, it doesn't move. So then we can go and pop it in, make sure it's in the middle, and then you can pop the sides in to hold. There we go. And it doesn't take long. So we can pop that to one side, bring the lid back in. I have stamped my topper. I've then gone in with the same colour that I've done the frame, and then I've gone in again with the next one up with the same colour as my card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some foam dots, and I'm going to pop some on the back here. And add that to there. I'm then going to go in again with some foam dots on my sentiment. Oopsie. And then I'm going to add that on top of there with a little bit of the border showing. And then I'm going to have that on there as well. So I'm going to pop that up, but I'm only going to pop, this is obviously the side that's going to be here. So I'm only going to pop them on this side. So this side here. And I'm just going to pop 2. There we go. So this side here, I've got 2 here. And then we can pop that on. So when you turn it over, you don't see any of the glue dots. And then you can pop that on, and that is your box done. I'll bring this box in, the one that I've made, and that's the goodies that are inside. So there we go. I hope you like that, everyone, and thank you for pressing play on the button today, and I shall see you for the next one. Bye bye for now.